Hello, and welcome to my top 9-ish games of 2015. Why only 9? Because I couldn't think of 10. Now, unlike my previous list videos where I've listed, games of the year or what have you, this one is unscripted because I couldn't be thinking of things or writing things down, because a few days ago I fell down the stairs and I broke my anus into a million pieces. And it hurts to sit down, so sitting down, that's out. So here we go. I guess just to begin with, I don't really have a specific order for these, so I'm just going to throw them out. Which is number 9. We'll go Majora's Mask 3D. That was a good game. Majora's Mask is a good game on the N64. Interesting game on the 3DS. They made a couple of changes to the way the clock moves. Obviously, if you've never played Majora's Mask, the game sets you a 72-hour time limit. That's in-game hours. They're not the same as real-life hours. I suppose an in-game hour is about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. I'm not exactly sure. Very good game. They made a few changes to the controls. For example, when Link turns into a Goron, his rolling is now much easier to control. And when Link turns into a Zora, the swimming is now shit. But you can't have it all. So overall, Majora's Mask 3D, nice remake. Similar graphically to the Ocarina of Time 3D, a little bit better though. Yeah, overall, a great game. Nice to play it again on 3DS. Number 8, we'll say Shovel Knight on the PS4. I don't know what year Shovel Knight was originally released. I'm pretty sure it came out on PS4 this year though. That's the only version I've played. I enjoyed it. Shovel Knight. What can you say about Shovel Knight? It's like... well, I guess it's modeled on older NES platformers, like the old Mega Man games. You play as a knight armed with a shovel. You travel across the land to save your lady friend, Shield Knight. The bosses are all various knights. There's a Plague Knight who throws bombs at you. There's a Mole Knight who digs. There's, themed bosses like Mega Man. The soundtrack is fantastic, the level design is great, the movement options, you can bounce around on your shovel and so on. It's a lot of fun to play. There's also a free DLC released where you play as Plague Knight, one of the bosses. Again, very fun to play, the movement options are excellent, you can use bomb jumps and boosts to get around, it's a lot of fun. Definitely recommend Shovel Knight if you haven't played it. What are we on to now? Number 7 or so? I say 7, I don't know. We'll throw out Rare Replay. The Rare Replay collection on the Xbox One. Reason enough to buy an Xbox One, in my opinion, if you are a Rareware fan, or if you haven't had the chance to play a lot of their games. Because, it's got Banjo-Kazooie, it's got Banjo-Tooie, it's got Conker's Bad Fur Day, it's got Banjo Nuts and Bolts, which isn't as bad as everyone says it is. It's got Perfect Dark Zero, all the old NES games like RC Pro-Am, Snake Rattle and Roll, all that kind of stuff. It's really good. An excellent collection, some of the best games ever made. A lot of special features, making-ofs, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. Interviews with like Grant Kirkhope and the Stafford Brothers, those kind of guys. So it is very cool. What are we on to now? 6? Would we say 6? 6, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was a pretty good game. It was pretty much exactly what I was expecting, which was Fallout 3 with slightly shinier graphics and a new map. So I can't complain. I guess it didn't hold my interest for quite as long as I thought it would. Fallout 3 is one of my all-time favorite games. But I haven't played it in a few years. I don't know if I go back to it today would I enjoy it as much. But Fallout 4 is still quite good. You can level up as much as you like. They really reduced the RPG elements even from what they were in Fallout 3. So you can't control your individual skills and level them up this way. But, it's fine. There's also a very easy glitch to do early on to max out all your special if you want to do it that way. And just not bother wasting levels on that, but I'll let you look that up for yourself. Generally though, the game is fun, Boston is fun to explore. Still plenty of cool Easter eggs, funny skeletons in unfortunate situations, that sort of thing. I don't know, the combat's not great, but the combat's never great in Bethesda games, so I don't know what you would expect there. I enjoyed it. I think you'd probably enjoy it too. What are we on to now? Number 5? Number 5. Do I even have 5 left? We'll say number 5, Super Mario Maker. Very good game. It's pretty much what it says on the tin. You got Super Mario, you make levels. You can make levels for Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World, or New Super Mario Brothers. Although the actual jumping physics are the same across all the level designs. And that's kind of just to make it so you can switch between them on the fly. It doesn't really impact the gameplay too much. You've got huge amounts of freedom to make levels. You can play other people's levels online. I suppose the only criticism of the game, and especially now that they've updated it and added checkpoints and stuff, the only criticism I can really level at it is that people make terrible levels, put them online, and then they show up and you have to skip them. But, you know, that's people's creativity. If they are making bad levels, whose fault is that? You know, it's not Nintendo's fault, it's not the game's fault. The game can't filter out bad levels. That's for you to do. You're not punished for skipping levels, so just go ahead and do it. Number 4, if I'm counting correctly, and I think I am not, but that's okay. We'll go with Final Fantasy VII on the PS4. Now, I know Final Fantasy VII is a very old game. I'm not stupid, but it's also the best game. So, when they re-release it on the PS4, and now you can fast forward bits of it, whoo, give me that game. I don't really have much else to say about it. If you haven't played it by now, I think you're missing out. You know, pick it up, give it a chance. It's on Steam, it's on iPhones, it's on everything. Play it on something, it's a great game. Number 3? Yes, actually 3. I've still got 3 left. Haha, I did it right. Gears of War Ultimate Edition, again on the Xbox One. Gears of War was pretty much the game that made me step into the previous generation. You know, I was happy with the GameCube, PS2, everything was great. Went over to my friend's house, he had Gears of War on the Xbox 360. It shattered my brain. It was just an amazing game. The multiplayer, the campaign, everything about it was excellent at the time. The graphics were the best things I'd ever seen in my life. If you go back and look at the game now, it is an ugly piece of shit, but for the time it was beautiful. The Ultimate Edition makes everything nice and colourful, updates the graphics, the multiplayer is there pretty much as you remember it. It's really, really fun online. Very frustrating, very wonky and broken, but that's what makes Gears Gears. It was a lot of fun. It was really nice to have that back in my life. Number 2, I'm going to give it to Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. And I think that says a lot about a game when it's only 2/3 finished, maybe even less, and it's still one of the best games I played this year. And what it comes down to is, even though the story sucks ass in Metal Gear Solid 5, it's just not finished, it's just not there. The gameplay is really, really fun. You can slide down shit in a box, you can go in a box and move around in circles. You know, you've got all the box mechanics. And then some. It's the best cardboard box simulator I've ever played, and I would recommend it to anybody. But even beyond the cardboard box stuff, you know, you can drive around in a Jeep, you got a dog, there's a girl in a bikini that you can shout at and she'll hum at you. It's just very good. Yeah, I would recommend it, even if you've never played a Metal Gear Solid game. And normally I wouldn't say, oh, jump in the, you know, the 5th one or whatever, because that's stupid. Because the plot is so bad and so inconsequential, I just go ahead, just play it. It's a really fun game. And my number 1 game of the year, and again, sort of a trend this year with remakes and remasters and what have you. My favorite game of the year is a remake of a remake, and that's Resident Evil HD Remaster. I played it on the PS4, I played it on the Xbox One. The only thing I haven't played it on is the PC. I don't normally double dip on games, but it's very good. I got the Platinum Trophy, I got all the achievements. You know, it's that kind of thing where you just want to keep playing it over and over again. It's fantastic. Resident Evil, you know, I've actually never played the PlayStation original. I had it on the GameCube when the remake first came out. Scared the bejesus out of me. I'm older and tougher now, so I can play the game. I don't get scared. Nothing scares me. But it's very good. I really, if you have never played a Resident Evil game, start with Resident Evil HD Remaster. The controls are a lot friendlier than in the older games if you're not into the tank controls. And just in terms of sheer game design and puzzles and combat design and everything, it's a perfect game. It really is a perfect game. I can't recommend it enough. I've been waffling on, I think, for about 10 minutes, so I'm going to end this video now. I hope you enjoyed it. My opinions are probably... who am I kidding? I know my opinions are bad. I don't care. I didn't play a lot of games this year. I didn't play The Witcher. I didn't play Xenoblade Chronicles. I didn't play this Undertale thing that everyone's raving about. So, you know, my list is incomplete. Hopefully I'll get around to playing those games sometime this year. But, you know, doesn't matter. Let me know what your favorite games of the year were in the comments below, or keep them to yourself. I don't care. Anyway, have a nice day, guys. Take it easy. Bye. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot Bloodborne. That was also good. I don't really care. Stick it in there somewhere, number 3, whatever. Move everything else back one. I don't care. Peace!